last fingers to speak. No sorry years can pass, sing great la 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 la. Learn by laughing first to speak, by laughing first to speak. No sorry years can pass, sing great la 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 la. But I will laugh, but I will laugh, but I will laugh without that care. And be love touch me if he dare. La 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 la. But I will laugh, but I will laugh, but I will laugh without that care. And be love touch me if he dare. La 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 la.
Why, yes, Your Majesty.
What questions she has?
You have our lead to address.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Catherine de Langley is here before you as a master embroiderer. This requires many years of practice at many techniques, from opus anglicanum to blackwork and back again. An embroiderer needs to be able to know the characteristics of fabrics, threads, what was used for what technique and in what period, and give an informed opinion on a dime. All these things she has done, and this forms the basis of her mastery. But every artist brings her own personality to the party. And in Catherine's case, this comes out in her genuine fondness and probable addiction to completing difficult projects against a hard deadline. Her fascination, yes, I know, honey. With her fascination with all the things that silk and gold and light do to each other. Her appalling meticulousness as a stitcher, her willingness to puzzle out a beautiful and plausible design for a Tudor rose on a Norse pouch, and finally, and this is my favorite, to argue a point of history or technique down to the last breath of the last angel on the last pinhead. But it is not just for these things that she is here.
To follow up on what Mistress Olive kindly said about Catherine and her artistic talents, she also demonstrates in her many years of service to the kingdom and to the society those ideals that she cherishes. And some of those include the big 3 C's: commitment and courage and creativity. And she has used all of these in her work through her stitching and her embroidery to give back to the kingdom, whether it be in the beautiful pouches that you've seen with Duchess Cara and Duchess Catherine, or the beautiful mantle that we can envision for Duke Obadiah, and that isn't here, but it will be here. And she has shown all of this through her service. And she's also the same creativity and courage and determination is what she's used as in her Gold Key service for the many years as Gold Key. She stayed up many nights, late at night, sewing madly to make sure that it looked great. And she has a great caring to bring new people into a society, and she wants them to feel like a part of the society. And to do that, she feels that they first must feel great and look great in what they wear. So she's spent many hours doing that. She's also served as guild minister for the West Kingdom Needleworkers Guild, and her courage to step out, and she, during her tenure, she asked for the guild to take over the making of the cloak for the West Frontier War every other year. And as far as her creativity, well, you've seen her work, and her determination lies with inspiring others to take up the needle, and she goes to great lengths to teach, as we did several years ago when she decided to take got four of us in her van, and we drove hundreds of miles through wind and rain and snow, a funnel clouds, and finally we hit sunshine, and so she could teach her class, and the rest of us could take those classes. So, thank you, Catherine, for inspiring me and for helping to inspire the kingdom.
Catherine, mindful of the honor you have brought our kingdom and the accomplishments in the field of embroidery and embellishment, we are mindful and with the wishes of your peers to admit you to the Order of the Laurel. Will you accept this from us? You have a master that you're apprentice to. You have business? Please take that.
Daughter? A long time ago, in a establishment of food, Genevieve agreed to be my laurel, and she said, "So, do you want to do a formal ceremony or anything, or shall I just wave this plastic magic knife and be done?" So here's the plastic magic knife.
What she opted for. Thank you so much.
Will you now give us your word that you will henceforth comport yourself as befits a peer of our realm, as you have surely done until this point, and that you will attempt in all endeavors to be a noble example to our people?
I will.
Will you further promise to treat all with courtesy and to help uphold the laws and traditions of our kingdom?
I will.
We now swear fealty to the crown and kingdom of the West.
Yes, I will.
To your liege and before your peers, repeat after me. Here do I swear by mouth and by hand,
Here do I swear by mouth and by hand,
fealty and service to the crown and kingdom of the West,
fealty and service to the crown and the kingdom of the West,
to speak and to be silent,
to speak and to be silent,
to come and to go,
to come and to go,
to strike and to spare,
to strike and to spare,
to do and to let be,
to do and to let be,
in such matters as concern the kingdom on my honor,
in such matters as concern the kingdom on my honor,
and the lawful command of the crown,
and the lawful command of the crown,
in need or in plenty,
in need or in plenty,
in peace or in war,
in peace or in war,
in living or in dying,
in living or in dying,
from this hour henceforth,
from this hour henceforth,
until the king depart from his throne,
until the king depart from his throne,
death take me.
death take me, or the world end.
So say I.
So say I. Oh, Catherine Delaney.
This do we hear, nor fail to remember. And we, for our part, swear fealty to you, Catherine de Langley, and your household and all who dwell within it. We swear to protect and defend you with all our power, until we depart our throne, death take us, or the world end. So say we, Thorfinn, King of the West.
So also say we, Etain, Queen of the West.
Then we now proclaim you, Catherine de Langley, Master of the Laurel, or Mistress, excuse me. Here's a master.
Is there a token?
There are two, Your Majesty.
Their histories to tokens.
Yes, may I speak?
Yes, please.
So, I was gone from the SCA for years, and I came back about 14 years ago, and at the very first event that I came back to, I met Catherine de Langley. And I have been very, very happy that she was one of the first people that I got to know after coming back. And during that same year, I bought this laurel. So I thought it was only fitting that as one of her laurels that she's getting today, that she have this one, because I do treasure that I got to meet her the first year I was back.
This medallion was made by male Gwendolinus. It was given to me by a master embroiderer of Atenveld, Cynthia Fitz-Colleen, and my Laurel, Allison von Markheim, and Tatiana Nikolaevna, and Catherine of Bristol. It has been worn by Morgan Athenry, and it has been worn by Letitia de Scotia. And it was given to me 25 years ago today. Okay, is 23. And it's yours now. Please use it well and pass it.
Receive from our hands this token of the laurel. And none of us do this journey alone. Stand with you.
Let Catherine be robed to befit her new station.
Never fails.
I'm required to wear this all the time. It's okay, it's only going to be 90. Yeah. Okay. And the second? Is there a scroll?
There is?
Please have the proclamation read.
Declare ye that we, Thorfinn and Etain, King and Queen of the West, in consideration of the singular and noble virtues and accomplishments in the art of tailoring and the creation of fine raiment, do create, advance, and prefer our subject, Catherine de Langley, to the rank, estate, title, and degree of Mistress of the Laurel, to be in all places taken to be a peer of our realm. We further confirm unto her the right to bear certain ensigns armorial, to wit, gules, a cross Boline, a bordure engrailed or, in testimony whereof we have signed these letters patent this 22nd day of June, Anno Societatis 48.
And if we could have someone, please show this. Would you please? We got our hand. We will have some.
We'll find out.
Arise, Mistress Catherine, and meet and greet your peers.
Preachers, the newest member